Okay, welcome to another Clojure diary video. So in this video, I'm going to explain what is REPL driven test after development. So I don't know whether this term has been coined even in Clojure community, but yeah, I'm just I want to say using this term. So like what in software we used to tell is like, okay, test driven development is the best methodology to develop. So whenever you're writing a software, like you have some specs, so you write those specs as code, and these things are called as tests. So what will happen is like, let's say like you just have a calculator module and you just need to have an add function or something like that. So you first write the test for add function. So you just give 3 and 2, it should be 5. And definitely the calculator module has not been coded, so definitely the test will fail. And then what you do is you just write the calculator module and you then, what to say, write the add function and all those stuff. And you just write enough code for a test to pass. And then once it has been passed, okay, maybe the first time you write something, it might not be good enough. So then you just refactor and then make it pass again, again, again. So that's how it is. So this is what test-driven development. But in Clojure, I think things are different. So let me explain how with the example, right? So I will just put a thing called, okay, like calculator. So this is not application, this is just a library. So I'm just going to explain REPL driven test after development, right? So, uh, okay, so let me just go into this calculator and let me just open with VS Codium so uh, So you just have this stuff over here. So this is the source folder where you can just put all your what to say programs, and this is the test folder where you can have all your tests, right? So that's how it is. And okay, so yeah. So now what we can do over here is like, okay, I'll just put okay, like first let me just jack it, right? So okay, so jack in yeah. So hopefully things will go fine and I should be able to jack in. Oops. Okay, something went wrong. So okay, like jack in, yeah, I need to select this Lin engine, right? Because this is a Lin engine project. Okay, so things seems to be working fine. And so oops. And yeah, I'm just getting it. Okay, so that's the thing. So now what I just need to do is okay, so this is like REPL driven tests after development, right? So I'll just put a new file called calc.clj, right? So that's the thing. And let me just put it over here. So because REPL is going to play a very big part. Okay, so now I just code a function called add, right? So and this is the function, right? So now let me just test it. Okay, so let me just load it into REPL. Option and enter over here will load it into REPL. And what I can just do is like add over here and then 3 and 5 and I'll just get 8. Okay, so that's the thing. So okay, so I wrote the code, I tested it on REPL, so I just need to copy it to my test. So that's it. That's how easy it is. Um, okay, like new file, and let me just put like calc test. This is the default convention I just follow, like while testing. That's the thing, and yeah, like let me just put it over here, right? Okay, so and let me just save it first. Let me save calc and calc test is there. Okay, like from core test.clj, let me just copy this require and all those stuff and put it over here, right? So that's it. And now what I can just do is like, okay, like, okay, like def test and then what to say, uh, add test and then testing ad works. Okay, yeah, right, right. And then, okay, like, I don't know why I'm getting a red stuff over here. Let me just see over here. So, uh, okay, right. Code test. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, yeah, fine. Okay, so I think, okay, so it just should be def test over here. Okay, so def test and add test and okay, let me just put, okay, so it's now just a copying stuff. Okay, add 3 and 5. Right? But of course, AA has filled it for me, right? So, but 3 and 5, and then all I just need to do is put 8 over here, right? So 8 over here, right? So, uh, okay, so it says unresolved symbol and so now I just need to require this thing like calculator dot calc refer all. So that's the thing. And now what I can just do is like I can just go to my terminal and I'll just need a set SH over here because I'm using a Mac. Maybe in Linux you'll use Mac. You'll use Bash. Okay, so now what I can just do is like I can just do like okay lean test and let me just give this and cal later cal test and it pass. So that's it, very easy. And even if you're just adding more functions over here, like a subtraction or something like that, and what you can just do is you can just load it in your REPL. Okay, so and then and over here okay, and so I just got my result in REPL, and now all I just need to do is copy this stuff into my calc test. Okay, so like def test, subtract test, testing subtract, and that's it, right? So uh, okay, so once again I'll just run this one like oops, oops. I'll just run this one, right? And okay, yeah, of course I didn't save this file. That's why it's showing only one test and one assertion, right? So oh, okay, two tests and two assertions. So this is how it functions. So let me just explain with a diagram, right? So in REPL driven, okay, you will first write code, and this is of course just after development, and this is much more programmer friendly than test driven development, right? So you'll just write code and then test it in REPL, and then you just write test. Okay, so okay, like write or copy to. Okay, so let me just put copy to or copy copy to copy to test, and then you just make it pass and then you just refactor. So in this case we are not refactoring because this is very very simple, and why should I need to refactor? But yeah, we are just making it pass. Okay, so like if it's a complex stuff, yeah, then you'll just break these things into smaller functions that are more easily understandable by a human, and then you'll just make it pass. So this is how okay like REPL driven test after development works in Clojure. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Until we meet in next video, bye.